Hey, what's happening? Welcome back to the Bald Perspective. Let's talk. June 1st, 2026 is a day that begins the part of an off season where rumors are going to start to surface, trades are going to start to happen, and teams will begin to release high cost veterans to replace them with younger, cheaper talent that they may have just drafted. And for the Baltimore Ravens, it's going to be very, very similar business as all other 31 teams. I believe that the Baltimore Ravens this week will fall into some rumors of maybe a trade for a center, maybe a trade for a wide receiver, or maybe a big name on the roster gets released in a cap saving move. Nonetheless, I think that the Baltimore Ravens at this point, from top to bottom of their roster, have got a new era off to a good start. When you look at what they did in free agency, they finally went out and landed that proven big name edge rusher. When you look at what they did on the fringes in free agency, adding a couple of veteran offensive linemen, going out and getting Jalen Hawkins for the back end support, another safety in that three safety look, and all signs, all reports about Jalen Hawkins is that hey, he could pay big dividends in 2026, and so not a lot of fireworks for the Baltimore Ravens as typical. Their free agency, that one big name signing, add some things on the fringes, and then hit the draft. So when we look at the draft, the Baltimore Ravens go in and they get the offensive lineman that they had been linked to. And then in the second round, for a second year in a row, they get what is believed to be a high impact edge rusher. And Zion Young has come out of practice up until this point with some good reporting saying he's going to be strong against the run. He shows some strength and some aggressiveness, all things we need. When you think about our third round and fourth round wide receivers, both Lane and Surratt, what we hear is that Lane is going to look good on the boundary. He's deceptively fast, and he is going to make the spectacular catch every now and then. What we hear about Surratt, who is on the rise, I think he is going to push somebody out of their spot to get snaps this season. When you think about him, he is reported to be a smooth route runner, a hands catcher, and a leader. All things we need in that room. Now let's get to June 1st. I think what we could see, can't guarantee it, but I think what we could see is a Rashad Bateman trade. I think that's a high potential. Not because Bateman can't play ball, he just hasn't played ball in Baltimore. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of waiting on Bate to come through. I'm tired of waiting on him to be what he was drafted to be. I'm tired of talking about his potential. I'm tired of talking about what could be. We have 5 years of evidence that says he's just going to be a regular dude at wide receiver. And I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely believe we need more than just regular dudes. Zay is more of a 1B in my opinion. I don't think you're ever going to see Zay hit 1,400 yards receiving like some of the top end guys. I don't think ever going to see him go for, 12, 15 touchdowns like some of the top guys have done. I think he's going to generally be a 80 catch, 1,000-yard receiver, 5 to 7 touchdowns per season. And that's not bad, but those are solid number two numbers. Am I saying that we should trade for a number one? No, I'm past that argument. It's going to be what it's going to be. But because Zay is not the type of receiver that's going to ever get to that elite of the elite status, he's going to be good, but never top five, maybe not top 10 ever. I think that we have to kind of bulk up the roster behind Zay. Because when you really look at it, nobody's proven behind Zay. Nobody. Not Bate, not Lejante, not Surratt, not Lane. Seems like I'm missing. Oh, and not Tez Walker. All of these dudes have potential, but none of them is proven. And so I think if we get into some rumors, I think it's going to be for a center or it's going to be for a wide receiver. I think everything else is going to be what it's going to be. I do believe that the Baltimore Ravens may grab up a vet who gets released at a particular position or two. So we'll have to wait and see. But I think it's going to be interesting times over the next 21 days. Because I think once we get past that 21-day mark of June, I think everything's going to be settled until cut downs. But I am liking what the Baltimore Ravens are doing. I am liking the reports about the energy. I am liking the reports about, a breath of fresh air, the new environment, the new culture that's being established. I'm liking that. And so as training camp gets back on the field today, I'm interested to see who continues to shine. Is it still going to be Lane and Surratt? Are we going to hear from Tez Walker again? Are we going to have a Rashad Bateman sighting? Are we going to hear from somebody in the tight end room other than Josh Kuvis? Are we going to hear from somebody in the edge rush room other than Hendrickson? Are we going to hear from Mike Green, right? Because we haven't heard from him yet. Are we going to hear from Malachi Starks? Because we haven't heard from him yet, right? And so I'm interested to see who steps up and stands out this week. And until the next video, I'm out.